Remember what a big deal it was when Marquette's basketball team went to the Final Four last year?
Yeah, there are members of Marquette's theater department feeling about that giddy this weekend. In tonight's Perry's People, the Marquette Fab Five that went all the way, and the guy who brought them there. When Garrett Zurcher graduated from Marquette not quite a year ago, he thought his next stop would be Broadway. Pretty big dreams for a budding playwright.
You want to sit down?
As it turns out, he's pretty dang close to New York theater.
Do you mind turning that off first? It's distracting.
You're watching a scene from Quid Pro Quo, a play Zurcher, a Colgate, Wisconsin native, wrote for his senior thesis. His Marquette professors thought so much of it, they entered it into a competition of college theater.
I'm pregnant.
The play, a drama that explores what it's like for a deaf man to live in a hearing world, kept winning over audiences and critics. This weekend, Zurcher and his cast, all MU students, are performing Quid Pro Quo at the Kennedy Center in Washington, D.C. Think of it, if you will, as the Final Four of college theater, except Zurcher's team has already won.
People are asking me, you know, what's after this? Now what? And I say, Broadway.
The first rule of writing is to write what you know.
Wonder what?
Garrett Zurcher grew up deaf in a hearing world, so there is a lot of him in this play. If his success calls attention to that disability, that's fine with him. He's proud of who he is. But he doesn't want doors opening because of it. Look, he wrote a good play, not a good play for a deaf guy.
That's one of my biggest struggles. Because people too often are like, oh, look what the poor deaf kid did. Even though he's deaf, he achieved all of this. And my deafness has nothing to do with those achievements.
The performance itself, fascinating to watch. 4 actors playing 2 characters. The actors who are signing aren't really deaf. They learn sign language for the roles. But the characters' voices come from actors upstage.
What are you going to do?
They meld together beautifully. But we wondered how Zurcher, who also directs the play, knows that.
I do have some hearing that I use with my hearing aid. I can't really understand sound. I hear a sound. And I know the lines by heart. So I can match the number of sounds that I'm hearing with the signs that I'm seeing.
And if this award-winning play is any sign, you'll be hearing a lot more about Garrett Zurcher on and off Broadway. And you know, what's fascinating about Garrett is he's also an actor, and he's in a musical now, a traveling musical of the classic Big River, and he's singing in it. And apparently when you sign and sing, you sign differently. So he matches up for the music there.
I did not know that.
I didn't know that either. He's really a triple threat and a very interesting and talented young guy.
And he's got a great story to tell, even if you can't hear his words when he's telling it.
Right, and he has interpreters that really are with him a lot and got him through Marquette and now help him with this play. And it's a very good play, period. I said, are you a playwright or a deaf playwright? And he said, I'm a playwright, period. And you'll hear more about him.